for the BJP in Arunachal Pradesh and its ally, the SKM in Sikkim, with both creating history in their respective states. While a PS Tamang-led SKM has registered an unprecedented win in Sikkim, winning a whopping 31 of the total 32 seats, thus retaining power in the state, in Arunachal, the BJP is ahead in as many as 46 of the total 60 seats, already winning 44 of the assembly constituencies. Well, in Arunachal, the BJP had got a head start by winning as many as 10 seats uncontested. So we have back in the studios to give his perspective on the massive verdict in Sikkim, our editor-in-chief, Wasbir Hussain. So Wasbir, indeed a very historic victory, isn't it, for the SKM in Sikkim?
Yes, absolutely, Raunak. You see, facing only its third assembly polls, the Sikkim Krantikari Morcha actually cruised to victory today in the state, proving pollsters wrong, surprising rival parties and creating history. You know, that there was a clear pro-incumbency wave in Sikkim was something most people missed, particularly the Pawan Chamling-led Sikkim Democratic Front, most of whose leaders had said almost triumphantly that the party was surely going to snatch victory from SKM. And Chief Minister PS Tamang and his party may have done several things right to have been given such a mandate by more than 3 lakh of the state's 4.6 lakh electorate who had actually voted. Now, Tamang's connect with the masses, I feel, had obviously struck a chord as they ignored all the corruption charges leveled by Pawan Chamling and his party. Now, the 56-year-old teacher-turned-politician Prem Singh Tamang won both the seats he contested, indicating he has an appeal that cuts across the state and not just a constituency he nurtured in the last 5 years. Now the big question now is whether Tamang is heading the Chamling way of playing a long haul. Another question that arises is that of the future, of several political actors, political leaders, particularly that of SDF patriarch Pawan Chamling himself, the Hamno Sikkim party founder and currently SDF leader Baichung Bhutia, that is the iconic footballer, and of course the leader of the nascent Citizen Action Party, Ganesh Rai. Now it will also be interesting to watch the future of the BJP in Sikkim, which has drawn a blank for the second time in a row. Now if the BJP had a strength of 12 in the last assembly, it was only because SDF leaders had switched sides and joined the Saffron party in 2019. Mind you, not a single BJP candidate had won the elections in 2019. Now, in the outgoing assembly, they had a strength of 12, Raunak, and that is because SDF had won 15 in 2019, and 12 of the SDF MLAs had directly gone and transformed themselves into BJP almost overnight. Therefore, BJP had 12. Now, the challenge for the SKM begins only now as the party is mandated to fulfill the aspirations of the 6.90 lakh plus population in Sikkim. Now, this is what I feel basically the takeaway from the Sikkim verdict is that there was a clear-cut pro-incumbency wave which most people, whether it is pollsters, whether it is political pundits, whether it is rival political parties or leaders, they have missed that there was a pro-incumbency wave in the state. Now, we have been doing shows, especially on these elections, exit polls last night, where, we had SDF leaders. Even this morning, we had an SDF spokesperson on the program, and they said that they're definitely going to snatch victory from the SKM. How wrong they were. Now, the results proved that they had absolutely no clue as to the mood of the people, as to the undercurrent which was in favor of the SKM on the ground. So this is takeaway number one. The second point is that yes, SKM has won the election back to back 2 times in a row. There has been no looking back for the SKM ever since the party was formed in 2013. In the elections in 2014 itself, the first election, the SKM won 10 seats. They could have just gone a few seats and they could have grabbed power even on the first attempt. That was in 2014, but that did not happen. It was a nascent political party on that occasion at that time. And later on in 2019, the SKM actually won. There was a close contest. The SKM won 17 seats in 2019, followed by the SDF, which was the ruling party, with 15. Now, Prem Singh Tamang, as the leader of the SKM, was able to defeat the SDF headed by Pawan Samling, and thus ending his 25-year-old rule in Sikkim. Now, whether Tamang is going to repeat that, we'll have to wait and watch. Now, as I said, another big takeaway from the Sikkim verdict is that the people have decided to ignore all the allegations leveled by the SDF against the Prem Singh Tamang government as well as the SKM party. That is thing. And of course, the third thing that we will be closely watching is the political future of, as I said, people like Pawan Chamling, people like Bhaichung Bhutia, people like Ganesh Rai, all these important political actors in Sikkim. Therefore, future seems to be at stake, at least for the next 5 years. We'll have to wait and watch. And lastly, the fact that some of the BJP leaders, the BJP, which has contested 31 seats, that means they have contested almost all the seats in Sikkim, they have drawn a blank. And what is the future of the BJP in the state? That is also left to be seen until something dramatic happens again.
Absolutely, it was the Prem Singh Tamang and the SKM must be doing a lot of things right in order to have secured such an overwhelming mandate of the voters of Sikkim in their favor. And of course, it remains to be seen what would be the future of the SDF party as well as the BJP and the CAP after this massive blow that has been dealt to them by the voters of Sikkim.
Now Ronak, if you take a quick look at Arunachal Pradesh, we have the figures right in front of us, Ronak. BJP is 46, NPP 5, Congress 1, others 8. So that is the figures we have. As we know, that's a 60-member assembly. Now BJP had a head start, winning 10 seats unopposed, Raunak. Therefore, they had already got a head start, as we have been saying. Now they have, apart from that, they have already got 36. They are leading, out of which in 44 seats they have actually won the elections. Now they have got an absolute majority. Now NPP, which is a part of the NDA, but they have contested the election separately as far as Arunachal is concerned. They contested only 19 seats. They have only 20 seats, and they have got 5, which is not a bad tally as far as the NPP is concerned. The Congress has been decimated once again in Arunachal Pradesh. That is also a big takeaway. And the others 8, which we are seeing on the screen, comprises MLAs from the People's Party of Arunachal, MLAs from the NCP, and of course could be from the Arunachal Democratic Party and so on. Arunachal Democratic Party, I don't think they have won any seat, but it could be largely comprising of PPA and NCP. So that is also an interesting. At the end of the day, my final comment, Ronak, is that it is the BJP, and it has been a super Sunday for the BJP as far as Arunachal is concerned, and for the NDA partner SKM as far as Sikkim is concerned.
Absolutely, a super Sunday indeed for the BJP and its ally in the northeast, the SKM. Indeed, a super Sunday. It remains to be seen what the future holds for the other parties, but definitely a big win in the books for the BJP and the SKM is concerned. Our editor-in-chief, Wasbir Hussain, thank you very much for joining us on this broadcast and sharing your perspective on this massive verdict by the people. So we'll cut across for a very short break here, viewers. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
June 4th, Result Day Live with me, Wasbir Hussain. Know the verdict from the region and beyond. Only on Northeast Live, fastest coverage.
June 4th with Editor-in-Chief Wasbir Hussain.
ইমান কোনত নহয় ইমানত মজা লাগে সেইভাবে এটা ডার্ক ফ্যান্টাসি চোকো ফিলসটা পাবো দুটা কুকিজ বিনামূল্যে সানফিজ ডার্ক ফ্যান্টাসি প্রোটিকন হিরো ফ্যান্টাসি
सबसे पहले सबसे सटीक चुनावी नतीजे लाइव जाने जनादेश पूर्वोत्तर के साथ देश का फैसला 4 जून वसबीर हुसैन के साथ सिर्फ नॉर्थ ईस्ट लाइव पर।
News to keep you ahead. Evening Prime, every day at 7 p.m.